Hello everybody, it's Sarah and it's time again for Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday was created by Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey, and as always I'll leave the links to her channel as well as the Goodreads group in the description box down below. This week's topic is top 5 books that were recommended to us, and for me this was a kind of difficult topic because I don't really consider books that I read because of BookTube to be recommended to me unless one person recommended it to me personally. So I only have books that were recommended to me by friends, by people that know me, and at the same time usually I am the first one who reads books in my friend group, and so that was kind of difficult to find 5 books. This time I am going to have my books in an order again. I will start with the one that I like the least, I guess, although all of those books are books that I adore, and going to the one that I like the most. I also have an honorary mention, and that is The Center of the World by Andreas Steinhöfer. And it's only an honorary mention because even though I love the book, I don't know why, but I feel like I read it because of Anna, but I don't feel like she recommended it to me, although she did, but I read it as a part of a deal where we read each other's favorite books and we read the copy of the other person. And it was just a great experience. My number 5 spot on this list now is the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series by Rick Riordan. I have a spoiler-free review on this series, and I was recommended this book about 5 or 6 years ago by a friend, and I really loved this book when I read it this January, but it's only the 5th place because I feel like I would have loved it even more if I had read it right when my friend recommended it to me. Next is also a series that was recommended to me a very long time ago, although I read it practically right away, and that is the Night Huntress series by Jeanine Frost. I read this series because of my best friend and roommate Hannah. Some of you may know her from some of my videos, and normally I'm also the one who gets her to read books, but she got me to read this book. It was my post-Twilight phase. It's actually the first adult paranormal fantasy book that I read, if I remember correctly, and I'm still obsessing over the characters, so I had to put this on my list. Next is another book that I read because of Anna, and that is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I love this series. She talked about it a lot when we first met, and so I picked it up and I fell in love with it. So the second spot on my list goes to one that was recommended to me while I was traveling in Japan, and that is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. It's just a great book, I love it, and I really need to reread this soon. The number 1 spot on my list goes to a book that I have loved for a long time now. The friend who recommended this book to me also was the friend who first got me to watch Lord of the Rings, who first got me to watch Pirates of the Caribbean, which then triggered an obsession with that franchise for about 5 years. I love this book. I have talked about it a lot on my channel, and that is The Chronicles of the Emerged World by Licia Troisi. My friend went up to me and said, "You liked Eragon, right? So go read this book." And I did, and I loved it, and I have a spoiler-free series review on my channel, which I'll leave in the description down below. So that's it for this week's Top 5 Wednesday. Tell me, are you somebody who reads a lot of recommended books? And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I'll see you soon. Kiss kiss!